Hi, welcome back to Cool Angel Gaming. So today we're gonna be working on a Ford Racing. I can't remember the rest, but it's it was used in the Ford Racing Light. So it's like a light racer. It's not really like a big race car or anything like that. It is called a Ford Racing. Excuse me. But you know, we'll figure out everything. So like, why would you call it a Ford Racing? It's like the racing body style, but it's pretty much only got the racing body style. Everything else is yeah, not that great. So I think what we're gonna have to do, cause I was looking at the suspension when we were walking around the junkyard. I didn't record any of that, but we'll have to charge the battery and fix the brake booster and all that. I mean, everything's pretty much like going on. And then we got the ABS system. I don't know. I mean, it's just gonna be a pain in the butt no matter which way you slice it. But I think what we'll do is we're gonna put this on the engine stand, but we're gonna take all the suspension off too, so that way everything's torn apart. Because the suspension, I can't leave it like this, man. It's gotta come apart. It's gotta go. It's just gotta come apart. Like, everything has to be repaired or replaced. All the bushings are gonna be replaced. None of them look that great. I mean, considering this thing came out of a junkyard, I don't know why I brought it from the junkyard, but I was looking at some of the cars and I was like, yeah, this sounds like an interesting car to work on. Then as soon as I got it here, I'm like, oh, it's a Ford. But that's what I was thinking. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. Usually these are a pain in the butt to work on. So I mean, it's not anything new, but I remember like the Ford Festivas and the older Ford Festivas, but those were sometimes a pain in the butt and sometimes not. Just depends. I mean, I guess it's like everything, but I never had one that had this bad a suspension though. I've never really seen anything with this worse suspension as this thing has. It's pretty total in the front, and the back's even worse. I mean, I already know I'm gonna have to replace the brakes. We're gonna have to replace, bushings, like all of them, because all of them are trash probably. I kind of wonder how they trashed this vehicle. I don't know how long it's been sitting in the junkyard. I don't know what anybody else has done to it, but it's almost like they were racing it or something and something gave out. They just put it in the junkyard and forgot about it, but that's okay. We'll make it work again. That's what we'll do. We'll get it up and running and maybe able to race again. I don't want to be the one to race it or anything, but there's people out there that probably would. But I'm not going to. We'll just have to make sure that we get everything repaired. I think most of the rims, like there's 2 rims that are okay, and there's like a couple that we would have to replace. So I think what we'll do when we get to that, we'll be mounting the rims and all that again. I think what we'll do is we'll just take what size they are off of these bad ones, and we'll just buy brand new rims, because I'm not even gonna give it a shot because one of them's 7% and I think the other one's like 8 or something like that, from what I remember. I can't remember. I know it's gonna be. I know they're like pretty banged up and that, but you know, it looks like it's pretty much lived a hard life, and it needs a lot of work, but you know, we'll make it look nice at the end of the day. Even it being a Ford and all. I don't know, I don't like working on, you know, Fords and that. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, but it's just, I don't. But I just saw this in Junkyard and I was like, you know what, that looks cool, it's gotta go with me. So, at least that's good, that we're getting it mostly apart. I don't even think we did a compression test that would have tested that good, because the pistons are pretty shot just from looking at them. We know all the caps are, we can repair, but as far as the pistons and I mean, the pistons are kind of gone. The block's garbage. So, you know, we'll have to go through and get rid of like most of the crap stuff in our inventory here, but might as well clean out all the bad stuff. Yeah, there's some stuff that's bad, but we know that the bushings are all bad, so I'm not even gonna look at them. We know the bearings are bad. We know basically everything's bad. But we'll repair what we can, I guess. And the transmission will change out for a tunable gearbox, so because I plan to put some upgrades, or at least performance parts rather, on it, and I think once all that gets done and everything gets back together and you know everything's going good, you know, we'll probably end up getting it rebuilt without a hitch probably. The motor not so much, because we'll be requiring a new block and crankshaft and all that. So we already know what we need. Oh. So, I guess it's more. I guess it would only be one rim that you would get out of repairing them. But I didn't think about painting them. I wanted to. I was thinking about painting them because I don't like the color that it originally comes in, but figured, we'll put some sports tires on it. It needs it. And then once we get, you know, all that together, make sure we got the right size, which I don't think we did. So I was writing it down. Alright. Got it pretty much done. So we'll make sure everything gets back together. You know, it's not gonna take us that long to get everything done, but yeah, I just gotta freaking balance everything again. We'll have to get it all good to go, you know. We gotta make sure everything's good and balanced. Repair everything that we can. And then we'll have to rebuild the whole spring and all that. We'll have to rebuild everything for that, but I figured let's get it. I know we're gonna have to use all that, but I figured I don't want to do that right today. I want to kind of just get the suspension, as most of it as I have on the car right now. And then once everything is on the car, then I will worry about, you know, like the body and stuff like that. But I think, you know, most of it was repaired. I mean, there is some of it that didn't repair, but I mean, at least it's not like that bad of parts at least. But I mean, at least we got an oil pan now and stuff. And we'll have to go performance for some stuff, which would make sense. So once we get, you know, the engine block and crankshaft, and then we'll have to, we might have to turn it, or I mean, we could leave it where it's turned, I guess. And then we'll have to get the block. And then once we get the block, should be time to, you know, to work, you know, and get it done. Yeah, we can put those on, but yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have to buy some piston rings, which, you know, is not that bad, but at least now we know what we need. But we'll put most of this stuff on the back so I won't forget, because otherwise I will end up forgetting. But, you know, once all that's together, get the piston ring that I need, and then we'll put that piston on, and then put the cap on, and then oil pan. We're probably gonna have to buy an oil filter, because I didn't remember to buy one, which is okay. And then we'll put some performance parts on this. I think that's the only way to really go. And once everything is, you know, at least 100% with the motor, we'll be okay. You know, I mean, everything's gonna work out. But we're just gonna put performance where we can on this motor. Nope, did I buy the wrong head? Yeah, I may have. Yeah, I definitely bought the wrong one. That's okay. We got those. Alright, spark plugs I know I have. I got like a billion of them. Alright, we got the coils. And what we got there? Fuel rail. And a header that we're gonna need. We're still gonna have to get headers, header A header. I don't know if it's gonna be a double or a single header. I think it's a single. Yeah, because the other side's gonna have your intake, which is okay. Got the fuel rail, so at least I didn't forget that. I just need those caps. Again, it's not too bad. I mean, if I'm forgetting like little stuff here and there, then, you know, that's pretty decent. for at least for this motor, because I don't know this motor. I've never really rebuilt anything this small, but we'll make sure she gets rebuilt. Make sure it's gonna be a decent rebuild, which means that it's, you know, reliable. I think it will probably be, you know, more reliable than when it came. Because everything else, you know, that whole motor was shot. So, I think as far as that being concerned with that, I'm not really concerned. I mean, we're not really too crazy, you know, with this motor. I mean, we're just putting little performance parts on, not, you know, a whole bunch, but I think I bought enough. Somehow I bought just enough. Did I have this cover? Heck no, I ain't got no cover. Alright, that's probably the one we need. Alright, put that on. Can gear on both of them. And we'll see if we got one of those. I believe we're gonna get the belts, and then we'll be pretty much ready for it, which is okay. It's not too bad. Alright. Put that on, and I do believe I didn't buy one of those, I don't think. We'll get the performance alternator, I believe I forgot that. Probably something else I'm forgetting that I forgot. Alright. Water pump. I mean, most of the stuff, I guess, is pretty much trash, huh? Alright. Gotta get that onto there. Alright, get belts. Oop, forgot a belt tensioner. That's not too bad. If all we forgot was like a belt tensioner here or there, I mean, I'm okay with that. See if we got any performance part for that. We should, but I don't know if we do. I mean, we should have everything we need performance-wise, but you never know. Yeah, we had pretty much everything we're gonna need. Alright. Take engine off the stand. We'll put the engine into the car. Put that back. Alright. Gotta put the oil in. Otherwise I'll forget to put the oil in, and then, you know, we don't want the engine to go boom. And we'll put the hood on, or the bumper on, and then we'll put the headlights on, I guess. Yeah, I don't have everything body-wise, but I just wanted to put the stuff that I repaired back on. Alright, we have that. Brand new battery because I charged it. Alright, we'll have to lift it up here. Save game. just looking to make sure we ain't missing anything, which again I don't think we are. Basically get your suspension together, and once everything's together in the rear, then should have a completed car. So it's not too bad. But once everything, you know, gets going, you never know where she's gonna go, and hopefully, you know, we don't have to rebuild this car over and over and over again, right? But, you know, it'll be a nice built car for somebody. A little bit of performance, not too much. Like, we didn't go crazy or anything with it, but you know how it goes, right? Gotta buy all the bushings now, and then once all the bushings are bought, you know, pretty much all you get left is just putting them in. Alright, so all we need is like rubber bushings. Man, it's not gonna take that long. We just gotta put the rear end together, and I think most of it was repaired, but I forgot small rubber bushings, so we'll buy a few. Gonna have to buy the end links, rear sway bar, rear springs and a cap. Maybe bearing? I'm not 100% sure if we need bearings though. Do not think that we will, but we might. I mean, with the way that this suspension is kind of complicated, I will probably forget something and forget to put it on there. So bushings, you know, probably the likely suspect, but I'll make sure I can get everything. Okay, I didn't get the shocks, which is a good thing. Okay. Get these bushings on at least. At least we can have the bushings together, and then, or have, you know, pretty much everything together with bushings. Okay. This side will probably be complete. We'll probably have to buy a spring and cap. I forgot about that. Okay, we don't have to buy one of those. I think we still might have to buy the, yeah, we're still going to have to buy the links. Okay, yep. Need links. Believe I'm going to need bearings, but I don't know if I need the caps or if it's a rear-wheel drive. I can't remember. Yeah, need pretty much everything for the other side, because I remember that we had all that, but it's alright. Yep, I had a cap left over from another job, so it's alright. Now we'll put the sway bar end links in, at least on this side. And the only thing left we got is to get the shocks and put those in, and the springs, and like the brakes, but we'll deal with it. I mean, it's not becoming that, you know, it's not too hard of a rear end. It's just hard for me because I don't remember what I bought, and then I have to end up going back and, you know, remembering what I forgot. But other than that, I mean, I usually get everything together. Alright, so what do we need? Brakes. We need brakes. Then I think we can put it mostly together, depending on if I like to go, like, depending on what I paint the car. I could paint the rims, I could not, I don't know. I haven't really made my mind up either way on what I want to do for the rims yet for this car, but I know we got most of it together. Yeah, I'll do it. I knew there was gonna be some part that didn't repair. I guess we found it out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, well, you know, we didn't really paint them. I was going to, I thought about it, and I knew what wheels were on it, and they had a second version, so I just went with that. So, like, you know, gives a little bit of color, but doesn't give it, like, a lot, you know. And I didn't have to paint the rim. All I had to do was put it on. Alright. What did I forget in the suspension? So I go back and check my list every once in a while. And then, you know, whatever I forget off that list, you know. It's usually what would I forgot, usually. Yep. And of course I forgot one of those. Yeah, I believe it's an A. Yeah, yep, it was an A. Yeah, just gotta make sure that I get everything done off this list correctly. That's why I make sure I have the list labeled for the car that I'm working on. And then whatever part it is, I usually put 2 or whatever. In this case, I didn't have to put a lot of it. I mean, of course we knew the end links we were gonna need. I mean, and the bushings and shocks and, you know, springs and stuff. Because, you know, most of that stuff just doesn't repair, but, you know, this car will pretty much be together here in a minute. There ain't gonna be much, you know, there ain't gonna be much for me to do after that. It'll be, you know, put the rest of the body together. Interior looked fine to me, so we might just leave it in there. I mean, it's, you know, not, that's the only thing, that's the only good part about this car. So, everything else was like total trash, but again with that, man. Again with needing those parts. Alright. There we go. Put the bearing in and then put the cap in. And once we put all that pretty much together, we'll be able to, you know, put it on the truck or take it to the abandoned airport and see what she can do. But I think she could do pretty good. I'm not gonna take it to the track. I was thinking about it, but I kind of figured why, you know. We'll figure out what she's capable of. She ain't gonna be too bad off, I know that. It might be bad a little bit, but not too bad. But I'm just making sure that I got everything. Yep. Put the rear end together. That's pretty much all I got left. Is put the transmission in. We'll put the tunable in. I'm not gonna throw any tune on it. I just need to see what it's gonna do first, and then, I mean, it could be bad, could be not. You never know. Okay, front. Nope. Where was that? It must be. Yep. I keep forgetting that it's in the suspension for some weird reason. Alright. So we have to get the exhaust, which is not that bad. I mean, most of it's together, so, you know, with it being the race version, we're, you know, always putting all the performance parts on, but couldn't find the performance pipe for that. When I was looking, I looked off camera for that pipe. They don't have it, so we ain't got much else to worry about, really, because the starter has to go in on the top, so that's gonna be great, you know. And once that's in, then it's just put the rest, like the air box, which we probably will have to buy, you know, but we'll make sure we buy the correct air box and the right filters. And, which one is it? Yeah, it's that one. Yep, I just like to make double sure. I figured rather than looking on the list, we'll just, you know. Alright. So I might be able to get that as a performance filter. I figured, you know, let's make it have the most power that it can. Alright, which one is it? Yep. I do believe I bought it. Yep. Put that on. I'll just bolt there. Okay, so we do not have a radiator, which again is okay. And once we get the radiator and all that together, that's basically it, pretty much. I mean, besides making sure it's got oil in it. But, you know, that's basically it. And just put the body together. The interior, I mean, I might change the front seats, I'm not sure. I mean, I might have to, because it's going to make some horsepower. And we're definitely going to have to probably put a harness in. Yeah. There we go. Make sure that it's all together. Yep. Here's where we make sure she has oil, which she does. Okay. Charge it up. Got the battery good to go. Now we need the welder. Clean the body up. There we go. I don't know if we're gonna repaint that. I mean, we might. Oh, we're gonna have to paint it, but I don't know if we're gonna go with the factory color or not. We might. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably put the interior together. I didn't want to. It's alright though. Got the body parts. Alright. Take those out. I bought a little bit different style. I just wanted to see. Oh, that makes it right there. That makes it right there. Just changing those headlights, like I go super crazy with there's like a whole bunch of different options for the body on this thing, but I didn't choose that many. I mean, I chose like headlights and taillights and stuff. Maybe like a rear bumper, but that's cool because we didn't have one. Alright. What else am I forgetting? Oh yeah. There we go. I put a wing on it. Well, I figured why not. Oh yeah, that looks good. Put some license plates on it. And then once we get the license plates on, I'm just gonna, you know, gonna have to go to paint. Make sure we get it all painted. And then once we get out of the paint shop and all that, and get it all nice and good to go. I don't know, I just felt like putting. I figured we'd just go with Indiana plates today. Because it needs license plates, but might as well. Okay, I mean, I just decided, let's go get it all together. But, you know, it's got the look, though. I have to put her down. Oh, it looks so good. I mean, I didn't really do much else to it. So, I mean, that's not too bad right there, you know. I made sure it got her where it needed to go. You know, gotta get the paint. I was just writing down that I was done on my list. Alright, do we have any? No, I don't think we do. Okay. I was paint factory then. Alright. Put it on a dyno. See what she's making. Before, I'm not sure if I'm gonna tweak this one or not, but sometimes I go back and tweak them. So, nah, no, we ain't tweaking this one too much. Wouldn't be worth it. It just wouldn't. I mean, yeah, it'd be worth it, but I mean, it's if it doesn't bog when we take it out for the test. Go ahead and move that to the left here so I won't accidentally sell the wrong one. So I've done that before and it sucked. There we go. Abandoned air track. Or abandoned airport rather. I call it an air track. Because I mean we always go there. It's like, it might as well be. But it's not. Should be though. Alright. Let's take it for a little cruise. I mean, it's a bit squirrely once you like try to put all the power down at once. I mean, it's already I mean, you know, it's hitting incredibly speeds. Like it was hitting, I think it said what, 200 mile an hour? Maybe more than that. I think it's like 5 or 6 gears are in it already. And I didn't tune it or do anything really to it. All I did is rebuild it. That's about all I did. It's not handling 2 though. Yeah. It's pretty squirrely though once you get going with acceleration. Like, you get going, you're doing good, and then just crazy power. Just crazy. I ain't never done that. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.